Welcome to NASA Space News, your daily premier source for space exploration, innovation, and astronomy news and updates. Finally, guys, it happened. SpaceX has completed the entire stacking of a two-stage Starship rocket, forming the biggest launch vehicle prototype yet built. What is different this time is that SpaceX utilized building-sized arms erected on Starbase's 480 feet launch tower to grip Starship, upheave the giant upper stage more than 260 feet off the ground, and drop on top of a super heavy launcher. The great crew has spent several days of apparent debugging and false starts, as well as weeks of proof testing with water bags weighing dozens to hundreds of tons to make sure that the massive robot works flawlessly. After almost an hour of sustaining the weight of Starship S20 and connecting the two smaller stabilizing arms to the side of the rocket, the Mechazilla arms began to lift Starship. The lift successfully reached its altitude, accomplishing another milestone for SpaceX. Even if it is small, it brings the company one step closer to its next milestone and establishes its idea. Many people still cannot believe that this massive rocket can be lifted by a robot arm. Many drones are now circling the rocket to film the historic event. The tower's arms then swung Starship approximately 45 degrees until it was precisely over the inner stage of Super Heavy Booster 4. The launch tower's Starship Quick Disconnect arm swung in, partially deploying and catching Super Heavy to completely stabilize it. Finally, when the booster was secured, SpaceX was satisfied with the alignment of the two giant rocket stages. The tower arms delicately dropped Starship onto Super Heavy's inner stage, where multiple clamps latched onto the ship to properly match the pair. While the arms' real near-term value is uncertain at best, their first successful usage is an unquestionably spectacular technological feat. SpaceX began building them less than 9 months ago, with the Starship QD arm expected to be ready in May 2021. 3 months after assembly began, SpaceX began deploying the two Mechazilla arms in October 2021. After only 3 months, all three have worked together for the first time to lift and assemble the world's largest rocket. Most remarkably, lifting Starship and stacking it on top of Super Heavy with the launch and integration tower took under 3 hours from the commencement of the lift to a completely mated rocket on the first try. Furthermore, while SpaceX was fortunate to have little wind, it's also astonishing how little uncontrolled movement was seen as Starship hovered in the air hundreds of feet above the Earth. There was hardly little swaying, indicating that the arms were completing their job of stabilizing the large rockets in a setting where even a light breeze might make stacking Starship using a crane much too dangerous. Now SpaceX has one of the most amazing achievements in modern spaceflight as a backdrop. Wendell provides an update on the same rocket, hoping to shed light on Starship's future stages and the role Ship 20 and Booster 4 may play in them. Stay tuned for details on the event, which is set to begin at 8 p.m. Central Time on February 10th. That's it for today. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to get the latest updates. Have a great day.